sector.
All right. Mr. Diop, there's the creative sector, and for many who don't know, you play the electric bass guitar, right?
Don't give my secrets in public.
Well, I think everyone who remembers your time here, you know, knows about how this is something that's very vibrant for you. I must admit, Mr. Diop, I would not have put creative sector and IFC in the same sentence. But now this is a new area that you're taking, you know, a look at, and you even have a creative podcast. Tell us about that and why you think this is so vibrant. I know you had a podcast, for those who don't know, with Sauti Sol in Kenya. So talk to us about the creative sector and why this is a new area and your interest in it.
Let me tell you what motivates me. I came to the IFC and I said to my team, we need to talk to different demographics. We don't need necessarily to talk to people of my age or people who are established investors. In fact, the maybe more vibrant part of the economy are those people who are very young. And where do you find the youth? A lot is in creative industries. In fact, I remember when I was in government a very long time ago, that I had a project which was presented for private sector development by the bank to Senegal. And I said to the bank, I want to have a component on creative industry. And they looked at me and said, what are you talking about? And I just picture in the Council of Ministers in Senegal, the Minister of Finance talking about a project on creative industries. But, you know, I managed to take it through. But what was important for me is at that time, it was rap was very popular, hip hop, etc. And I was seeing all these kids, young kids, trying to have a studio, trying to put something together, and they were getting their income from that. And I say, you know, if we do something around that, we will be able to create jobs, to be able to. And we worked on changing the intellectual property law there. And it makes a huge difference in terms of income for musicians at that time. And I think that there is such a huge potential in Africa. That industry is so vibrant. There's so many things. Talk about MSMEs. How many MSMEs are in the sector of creative industry? A lot. Being fashion, being music, being theater, being cinema. So I believe that if we want really to use on some of the comparative advantage of the African youth, it's important to unleash the potential that the creative industry is having. Think about Nollywood. Think about Bollywood in India. Think about what Netflix represents today in the world. Yeah. Think about all these kind of things. And if Africa could have just a bigger share, it will bring a lot of wealth. It will drive more tourism. It will create jobs for kids. I will stop here because I can talk about it for a long time because I'm very passionate about it.
Obviously you are, but so what do you think needs to be done? Is it copyright law? Because I know you did, and like you said, you were involved in this in Senegal. Where do you think is the biggest gap that needs to be filled?
There are a lot of gaps, yes. And in this area you have to be very humble and modest and listen to people, yes. Because the reality varies from a lot. You're talking about training. Training is important. Let's take the movie industry. Some countries now are seeing it as a big opportunity. Instead of people in Hollywood going and shoot some scenes which are, you know, you have such beautiful lights, beautiful scenery in Africa, to try to delocalize it here, because it's better. Some countries like the UK have been very good in doing that, where, you know, a lot of the scenes are shot in the UK. So what I would like to do to work is to build the ecosystem so that people find everything here. You know, the lighting, the sound, the engineer, everything, so that the value addition can stay here. In the music industry, you have to think about venues. You need to think about training, because it's managing a band, thinking about all this requires a lot of training, copyright. Let's think about the fashion industry in Africa. You see all the creativity of people. I am not sure that we have law which protects the creativity. So maybe tomorrow someone can take a dress, a boo-boo, or a shirt made in Africa and reproduce it cheaper, yes, and sell it, and all the knowledge and the creativity has been coming from Africa. So this is the kind of things that I would like to do. And I put a team at IFC now which will be working specifically on that. and I want them to work closely with the actors. That's why I talk to Soul to Soul and other people in the creative industry, so that they can feed in that process and give ideas and views on what needs to be done.
Okay. Will we see you jamming with Sauti Soul?
No,
Will you be playing bass guitar on the next
I'm not jamming. I'm just listening. I am just listening to the music and enjoying it, and I'm very happy to see that you know, the creative industry is really moving in the right direction in Kenya, but also in the rest of the continent. But more importantly, this is a message to people to look at the demographic, the youth in Africa, as being really source of wealth and source of growth for our economy. And my message internally and externally has been, let's look at that demographics. Let's look at what are the needs to be able to contribute more to the economic development of their country, because they have the potential, they are doing it, they just need a little bit some time of help and a product which are adapted to their need to be able to contribute more. And that's what I'm modestly trying to do with my colleagues at IFC.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mr. Makhtar Diop, the Managing Director of IFC. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you so very much,
Thank
Yvonne.
you.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.